Caw, caw, caw. Let there be light. Okay, so we just had 2 drop-offs. I haven't worked with either of them yet. The way I'm approaching these drop-offs is a little bit different than like what I would consider my standard kind of dog to get dropped off. Both of these dogs are on the older side. The first one I'm going to be working with is almost 9. So he's 8 years old and 7 months. And pretty much everything that I'm going to be introducing to him is going to be relatively new. The question is probably, why is he here now? Well, it's not that his owners haven't done anything with him. Like, he can be okay on the leash. He can like go in the crate and be okay. But okay was all right for them until they brought baby into the equation. So little human at home just turned about 10 months and they're really starting to move a lot and we're running into issues. That is him right now, crying, whining, stuff like that. Again, very normal for drop-off day, especially if the dog is very used to their routine at home. So when I say I want to approach things a little bit differently, I'm still going to be introducing like, here's some of the structure we need in our space on day 1, but I'm actually just going to do leash work with him. A lot of the times I will start with like my tone follow work, but when I have a dog, he's a 3-week program, so that's more of our behavior mod. I have a little bit of extra time. I want to focus more on the, let's get this dog settled in, because again, if a 6-month-old dog gets dropped off here, they're usually like, sweet, peace mom, like this is awesome, I'm ready to work, this is so much fun, versus a almost 9-year-old dog. It's gonna all feel like, whoa, this is a bit overwhelming. So I wanna just focus on like, let's get moving together. And that's really what I'm going to see if we can do on this first session. So truth be told, he already chewed through 1 leash. So I just set him up on a 2nd slip lead, and that's on me. I always set the dogs up, and then before I get working with them, I wanna make sure that this leash is out so I can get them in and out very seamlessly. He is known for at home, like, not being the best about being touched. He has a tick on him, I'm gonna go to like try to bite you if you try to get it off. Sometimes he gets put into the crate and he'll turn around and snap at his owner. So I have to take this very like, assume this dog might have an issue with me doing some handling. So have that leash on him. I want to start right off the bat with just some like very basic using the doors for this boundary, because he's just so used to not being patient. I can't remember how his owner said it, but basically like his impulse control sucks, but she worded it so funny that I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish we got that on video. But basically that it's non-existent. So that's what I just want to work on, just slowing him down right here a little bit. Shh. And I'll use the door here, keeping in mind that he has been at his owner before. So just always thinking safety. Good boy, Bo. I just want to take everything, slow everything down with him a little bit. Good. This can feel really boring. Good. These are things you can do at home with your dog. Like, this doesn't have to be something that's just done at a board and train. Like, you can put your leash on your dog and go back to crate basics like this of just, good, he's looking to me. I'm marking that. I'm seeing if food is something that's gonna benefit the situation. If I start to feel like it's not, I'll eliminate it. You're allowed to add and take things away in this process. Good job, Bo. Bo. Break. Good. Bo. Yes. So just some leash work here. Bo. Yes. Bo. Yes. What does that mean? I'm putting some pressure on Bo. Yes. Using a little name. Good. Bo. Yes. Releasing pressure as he heads my way. You can do this with the prong collar. Bo. Yes. I'm just starting with a slip right now. Good. You don't have to say the name every time. Good. Good. So think, pressure on, pressure off. Good. Pressure on, pressure off. Notice once in a while dogs will get kind of like darty. Watch how I slow my pace down. So versus like picking up my pace to keep up with him, I want to slow my pace down. Good. See that? That's really nice, Bo. Bo. Use a little bit of his food to build up some engagement towards me. Bo, yes. This is just his food, so he will earn his meal from me today. Bo, yes. Notice how I'm not going straight to going outside, because I can already tell, like, this whole, like, he needs a lot of this, Bo, to start. He probably hasn't done this kind of exercise before, and if he has, it's probably when he's young. Bo, yes. Because realistically, at home, it's get the stroller, Bo, get the dog on a leash, get going. So that's why I asked the owner, I'm like, what does Bo's life look like? Because I don't want to train this dog for what his life would maybe look like with me. I need to train this dog for what his life looks like at home. So we're going to have to be more patient. Good job, buddy. Bo, when getting a baby in a stroller, he can't be pulling. He can't be like, no, we're going this way. But it's also going to help with his anxiety so much. Good. Bo. Good. Good job, Bo. Good. Bo. Good. Good. You're used to being a darty man. Darty man. I'm not saying dirty man, I'm saying darty. Bo. Yes. Good. Bo. Good. Bo. Good. 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 Shh. Good. Right here even. Good. I'm not asking him for a command, but I don't want him to be on a leash, and that just means start pulling towards. He can be facing that direction away from me. I just don't want tension on it. So I'm using pressure and release to just disagree with that forward motion right now, okay? You can just tell he's so used to that. Just like, what do you mean this forward isn't working? So often owners don't realize they're training dogs to pull. Again, I get that's so much easier said than done, because usually when they're puppies, they're like, I start to learn that if I pull towards something, I get to it. Good, I will agree with that choice. Goes forward. Good, I'll just start using my verbal markers. He seems like he's like, I will take the food, but it's not like the motivator here. The motivator is definitely the movement. So I want to just continue to slow him down here. Good job, Bo. Shh. Not that he has to go back into a sit. Our other new gal is kind of like, hey, what about me? Good. I'm just feeling him out here, you guys. Good. You can just tell he's so like used to going. Good. Bo. Let's go. Good. Bo. Yes. Bo. Good. I'm not going to step outside, Bo, until I get a little bit more of like the, I'm not always heading that direction. I'm going to adjust his slip lead a little bit. Good. So if I'm giving a little bit more, because I might go to more a little bit of a pop, I want to make sure, good, it's nice and high up on the dog's neck. Bo, yes, good job. Bo, good job. Good. Good. Bo. Good job, buddy. Shh. I know, everyone's feeling the new getting settled in stuff. Bo. Good. Good job, buddy. Bo. Good. Good job. Shh. Bo. Bo. Good. With drop-off day stuff like that dog barking and whining, I honestly normally would just completely ignore it. I'm only shushing right now because it's being videoed, but that's just realistic. She literally got dropped off 15 minutes ago. This probably feels like, what the heck is she even doing? But for me, I know that once him and I continue to work on this a little bit, he's gonna then settle in his crate sleep on that a little bit, and we'll come out and have to do way less of this. It happens every single time. So right now, I just basically am not teaching him how to walk in a heel, to not pull. I'm teaching him how to respond to moving in direction. I'm asking him to move consistently. That's all I'm looking for here. But he wants to, even at 9, look for anything that can kind of keep that brain of his busy, where he was like, I'm gonna go over and sniff this vacuum. It's not because he's like, I love vacuums. It's because he needs to put that energy somewhere, because I'm not letting it go towards his body movement of pulling towards, okay? Right here is gonna get a little bit of a bow. Good. Let me talk about why a little bit firmer there. Nothing crazy, but that's a safety thing for me. So even though it's the garage door open, he just looks at it as go time. I need him to start to be a little bit more mindful about what direction he's going, because he could be running out to a busy street. He could be running across the street, getting hit by a car. Shh. He could be leashed onto the stroller. Mom not thinking like, oh, just put it on there real quick. And the stroller gets pulled because he has zero impulse control. It's stuff like that that I'm thinking about, of like his lifestyle back home that's important for him. Good. Good job, buddy. I'm treating this like a normal threshold. Shh. Good. Shh. Shh. Good. Shh. Good. Again, he doesn't have to sit, but I don't mind that he offered that. Good, you can tell he's thinking. With dogs like this, you guys, honestly, any dog, but especially the dog that has been like forward, 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 take your time on each of these steps. Like, yes, I want to get out and start doing some 180 turns out here with him. Good, but I don't need to do that right away. I want him to kind of test out, like even me touching him, he looked at that as like a, oh, go. All I'm doing here, you guys, is using spatial pressure right now. Shh, shh. I'm gonna reset him back in. Oh, let's go. I want him back a little bit further. See how he's just a busy brain, anxious guy. Shh, shh. Good. He is used to at home running up and down his fence line, bark, 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 barking, seeing a UPS truck, bark, 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 seeing someone walk by, bark, bark, bark. Everything is being on at all times unless he's sleeping. So 9 years of that, it's going to take a lot of time for patterning these slower moments. So watch how I have the leash here. I keep it right here if I kind of want to do a little bit of a combo of stepping towards a little leash. He offered to sit. You can tell he's just probably used to being like, fine, I'm supposed to go and sit here, but I can stare somewhere else. I don't care at all right now where he's looking, any of that. It's fine. This is all fine. Good. Good boy. I do like that though. You have a young face though, man. Yeah, you do. The goal is to help him feel less on and make the management at home more comfortable for him and his family, because they love their dog to death. They wouldn't invest in the program at 9 years old if they didn't, but they love their child more. And that's not to say that the dog's not as important, but the safety of their child is top priority. Good. So that's my focus during this entire program for him, is how can I create a lifestyle for him where he can still be fulfilled, happy. That's going to be first making sure that he can be safe at home. Because if he can't be safe, he's not going to get to go do fun dog things. I need to focus on that first. Good job, buddy. And a lot of that comes from being more mindful in our decision making. Bo. Okay. Good. I'm taking time here. I know it seems like tedious, but it's going to be tedious. Shh. Especially when I'm just doing leash work here with them. Good. Bo. Good. My goal there is that Bo doesn't mean just move forward. Bo, let's go. Good job, buddy. So he's invited out, and I'm going to let him go, and I'll have to be a little firmer out here. Bo, yeah, good job, buddy, because I am, good job, buddy, working against the sounds, the smells. Bo, yeah. Watch how I let him go with the leash, and pressure. Bo, yeah. Good job, bud. Good. Shh. See the dartiness I'm talking about? Normally I'd go further, but his brain is taking him, not just that his body wants to move. So I'm making these 180 turns shorter, more intentional about when I turn because I want him to slow down. That's okay if he's a little ahead of me. He's walking slower, I appreciate that. I'm gonna put a little pressure and turn. You can shut the garage if she gets super loud or anything. Well, yeah. Good job. Well, good. Well. 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 That is all. You can tell. This is where his mom dropped him off about an hour and a half ago. Well, and he's just like, that's where his mind and brain is going to right now. Very, very normal. Well, there is no way that on this first session, this dog's gonna be like super connected to me. That's okay. Good. 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 I think that's what owners run into, especially owners that have newly brought home a dog, is the owners love them already. They're like, you're my new dog, I love you. To the dog, it's just like, you're still a stranger to me. You seem okay, but also it's still so new. People want the dog to be staring at them, super engaged, for that to mean progress is being made. No, right now, I don't really care that much about like his attentiveness to me. I'm more or less wanting to start to shape. Again, can you respond to the direction I'm moving? That's it. Good. Good. I'm gonna give him a little, see if he needs to go potty, give him a potty break. Just guide him over here. All right, so Mr. Man just went to the bathroom. So the next couple of things that I'm just gonna do with this, I'm gonna continue to start moving. I'm gonna have to keep moving the slip lead up. It slips down a lot on him. If this was your dog and you're not bringing them to work on a board and train or with sessions or anything like that, I would honestly probably do all of this work on a prong collar. I think that would be a lot more beneficial. I'm not saying that I won't with him. I just know that my timing with the slip lead is I'm very used to doing it. But this will probably turn into very quickly him pulling on a slip lead if someone is handling him that doesn't handle dogs all day long. So for instance, I can already tell right there when he went to go turn, I need to put a little pressure on to keep him over by me. So the Hermspringer prong collar would be beautiful for this work, okay? Since I do know that I'm gonna be doing some e-collar work with him shortly, I'm gonna stick to the slip lead right now just because I'm okay with how it's feeling. So again, I just moved it up, high up on the neck, and I'm gonna start moving with him again a little bit. And I'm not really cueing anything. I'm not telling him heel or anything like that. I'm just kind of moving with him. So we'll just start going this direction. Well, good. See how much better control you get when the slip lead's up higher? Good. I just want to slow him down a little bit. Notice how, like, you'll see in some of my videos on here, like, I'm using the long line. We're all over the place. That is beautiful. I'm going to do that with him as well. But I really just want to use a little bit of just like short distances, cycling him down a little bit, reintroducing what pressure and release is. Because again, he's been on a leash for 9 years. Not pulling crazy, but not being mindful on the leash either. Good. So this is just slowing him down, and that's what I'm looking for. This is gonna also mentally tire him to allow us to settle him into the kennel a little bit better. And again, already look at how the body and the brain are starting to cycle down. Oh, good job, buddy. That's a good bow. That's a good bow. Yeah. Oh, yay. Oh, good. So the next couple of days of his training will probably look a lot like this, with a combo of adding in some e-collar work, with continuing to just let him settle in and building our relationship together. I can already tell based on like the first hour and a half he's been here, I think that relationship-wise, I think he's almost probably gonna get clingy to me relatively quickly. Since he's clingy to mom at home, he's probably gonna start to be like, that's the lady that comes in, takes me out, and we do things together. So I'll probably end up seeing some of that, but I just wanna get him settled in, get him responding to things a little bit better, and starting to kind of undo some patterns at home that we don't love and start implementing some new ones. So I'm just going to do this a little bit longer and then do some kennel work with him. Go. Yeah, good job, buddy.